During World War II, there was a dog who became a prisoner of war. Her name was Judy, and she became much more than a companion animal to the crew of 2 British gunships. Keep watching AnimalWised to know the details of this heroic canine. Judy's beginnings. Judy was born in China, somewhere near Shanghai. It was here she came into contact with the crew of the Royal Navy gunship, the HMS Gnat. In the 1940s, ships would adopt dogs and cats as a way to help control pests on board. They also helped to keep them company on their long and inevitably dangerous journeys. The Gnat's crew was patrolling the Yangtze River when they came across this beautiful dog. The sailors decided to adopt her and train her as a hunting dog. Since Judy was raised on the streets of China's urban hub, not the country, she didn't have the necessary skills to shine as a hunter. She was never just a mascot, however. She was treated just like any other crew member. This can be seen by what happened after she fell overboard not long after she first boarded the Gnat. Although quickly rescued, instead of logging the incident as dog overboard, it was recorded as man overboard. Pretty soon, the crew discovered where Judy's real skills lay. In particular, her vigilance made her quick and adept at spotting advancing enemy ships and planes, even acting as a warning to the crew of a possible attack. Judy's adventures. Due to a change in operations, Judy and some of the crew were transferred to another gunboat, the HMS Grasshopper. After only a short time, she was torpedoed by the Japanese. All crew had to abandon ship and take refuge on a desert island. On this island, Judy became key to the crew's survival as she helped them find drinking water. Although they eventually managed to escape, they were captured by the Japanese and ended up in a POW camp. There she would distract the guards when they gave out punishment and was fed scraps of leather and any rice the men could spare. She became the only animal to be registered as a prisoner of war thanks to her friendship with the English aviator Frank Williams. Williams managed to convince the inebriated camp commander to sign her up as a POW in return for one of her future puppies. Moving to Singapore. The prisoners were to be transferred to Singapore in 1944, but their transport ship was torpedoed en route. Frank Williams was rescued by the Japanese and taken to another prison camp in the jungle. Judy managed to escape along with some other passengers and, in fact, helped save lives by dragging them to shore. For this reason, she is considered a true war hero. Frank spent his time in the camp wondering what happened to Judy, not knowing whether she was still alive. He had all but given up hope when one day he was walking near some plants and Judy jumped out of the foliage into his arms. She was safe. They spent the rest of their time surviving the perils and adventures of the POW camp until they were finally liberated at the end of the war. Upon arriving in England, Judy was awarded the Dickin Medal for being a war hero. From that moment on, she lived a more normal life alongside her human partner Frank. Have you ever heard of Judy's incredible story? We'll see you next time.